What's up, you guys? It's El Brujo Urbano, or the Urban Witch, again with two-hand sorcery. And on today's video, I wanted to get into initiating yourself into witchcraft. And what I mean by that is, beginner witchcraft. Nothing too crazy. I know it's tempting to jump right into spellcraft and rituals and summoning spirits, but we all have to start somewhere, and I don't personally believe that summoning Beelzebub should be your first step, but to each their own. I like to practice safe witchcraft. Nothing is 100% risk free, but we try to minimize our risks. So the reason I'm doing the video is because I had a decent amount of messages on my TikTok, which you can find on my Linktree link. I have both my TikTok, Facebook, and my Instagram that you guys could also follow me there. You are more than welcome. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. So I had a couple messages saying that they wanted to learn how to summon Prince Orobas, because that's one of my videos on TikTok, is on how to, was my personal experience summoning Orobas. And I want to say that although it does seem pretty cool, it is, but there are steps to take. We have to start somewhere, especially if you haven't ever been around witchcraft or like anything like magical, so to speak. The first step in initiating a practice or having a practice is to learn meditation. So the reason we want to learn meditation is because when we meditate, we calm and silence our mind, where we are able to control our emotions and our mental state, so that it's more easy for us to perceive the subtleties of the spiritual realm, and it's going to be easier for us to hear and see the spirits. Okay, so when we meditate, we train our minds and our spiritual senses to be able to perceive these energies. Okay, this is why we want to start with meditation and having a meditative practice in place. I recommend, seriously, if you want to start and you want to be serious, a minimum of 1 month of meditation every single day. It doesn't matter what time, as long as you can meditate. Okay, you have to start out with at least 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not gonna kill you guys saying you have to go straight up 1 hour. If you want to, that's cool, but you don't have to. Okay, make it gradual. Start 5 to 10 minutes, and when you get used to that one, increment. Okay, increment, small increments, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, all in due time. Okay, everyone is different, so don't be mad if someone is like more advanced than you. We each reach our point when we need to reach our point. Okay, so after we meditate, for a minimum of 1 month, 1 to 3 months minimum. Some people go on for like years, and I believe the meditation part is a foundation and the pillars of the foundation of your practice. Because once you learn to meditate and learn to perceive these energies, you don't just stop. You still meditate. Meditation is fundamental in your practice. Okay, I know it's boring, but hey, that's just what it is. If you think it's boring, then maybe it's not for you. So once you get the meditation part down, next comes protection. And with protection, what you do with protection, well, obviously, like the locks to your door, you prevent bad shit from coming in, right? So that's exactly why the protection needs to be in check. So when you learn protection after you learn meditation, there's going to be a lot. So it's nice of you for you to like learn a little bit of everything and see which one of that calls to you more, which one is a better fit for you. And after that, you just add that to your practice. What I mean by this is that there are multiple types of smoke cleansings. There are multiple types of herbal cleansings. Obviously, remember to stay informed. Do not do anything that would harm or offend something from a different culture or from a different practice. If you do not know, consult with someone that does know. Consult with someone from that specific practice. All right, we don't want to do anything that would, cause any prejudice to us or our practice in the near future. We want to learn witchcraft in a respectful manner. All right, you respect witchcraft, and in turn, witchcraft will respect you. Okay, so meditation, protection. Once you got those down, you don't need to have a bunch of tools. All right, I know people are like, tools are fundamental. Oh, you can't create a circle if you don't have an athame. No, okay, don't listen to none of that bullshit. If you can afford tools, or if you can make tools, have at it. Do it, fantastic, but you do not need tools at first. Okay, witchcraft can get expensive, so that's why some practitioners prefer to make the tools themselves. That's why some buy, I don't know, a gold staff or a gold dagger. Guys, don't go out of pocket. Don't buy shit that you do not need. Okay, the spirits know and the spirits understand. So what I believe to be very important if you want to start into witchcraft: meditation, protection. Tools, sure, but they could come in later on, you know, so it's not something you should go too crazy about, at least at first. Remember guys, meditation and protection, once you get those two down, you are good to go into the next level. I'm going to grab a couple books to show you that I personally recommend if you want to start into witchcraft, that are very good books, and are some of the books that I got when I first started into witchcraft, and I still read them today because they have a lot of like hidden gems in there that like you didn't catch the first couple times. But I'm gonna go grab them. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so one of the books is Protection and Reversal Magic by Jason Miller. I just love Jason Miller. Jason Miller is just like great, man. I feel like anything I purchase off of him, be it courses, books, I never complain. I have no complaints, never had complaints. It does have a lot of Hakkadian and Judeo-Christian things and prayers, and you know, some spells and stuff for the devil and working with the devil. If that's something that bothers you, then I'm sorry, then maybe this isn't for you, but it does have a lot of options. All right, sorcery and magic, witchcraft, in my opinion, should be about being practical and should be about having options. So I feel like Jason Miller is a perfect fit. Apart from protection and reversal magic, if you want to get into, you know, spirit work and you know, deity work, because you don't have to do that if you want to initiate in witchcraft. Some people think that if you're a witch, you must work with a deity or a spirit. That is not true. There are some witches who practice without believing in a higher power, without believing in spirits. Those are atheistic witches, and their magic work just as well or just as good, if not more sometimes, of the theistic witches. So remember guys, witchcraft is your own practice. Okay, not every practice is the same, not every practice will be the same, and that's perfectly okay. All right, sometimes 10 people who work with the same deity, all of their practices are all different because it's each unique to each practitioner. So remember guys, don't beat yourself up for it. So if you want to get into deity work and spirit work, Consorting with Spirits, also by Jason Miller, beautiful book, great gem. It really has everything from working with your local spirits to like demons, angels, gods, goddesses, invocations. And I do believe it has a part about a brief description of exorcisms, which doesn't, I know sounds worse than it is, but exorcism is just synonymous to evocation because they both function similarly. So those are those books. Another one with a lot of basic knowledge for witchcraft, okay, is Buckland's Big Blue, as witches know it, or a complete book of witchcraft. It has basic knowledge on a lot of things, a lot of basic knowledge, which would be fantastic if you actually want to initiate yourself in the craft. It has information on circle crafting, banishing, invocations, magical alphabets. It has runic alphabet. It has passing the river, I believe. It goes into detail about, you know, what type of alphabets, where they come from, and all that. Passing the river, I think Malachim alphabet. It has a bunch of shit, really good shit that's going to be good for your practice. It even has a basic into divination, which also is going to help you guys, you know, read the spirit world, read the subtle realms, read the subtle energies. So it goes, I think, into pendulum, tarot, which is one of the most well-known forms of divination in witchcraft. Right, that's something that's going to be in your arsenal after you learn meditation and protection. Because remember, when you are doing divination, you are also connecting to spirit. You are also connecting to the spirit world. All right, baby steps. And Modern Magic by Donald Michael Craig. Right, it's a pretty big book, but it does show you how to do one of the most well-known banishing rituals, which is the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, or the LBRP. It does work with the Judeo-Christian concepts. I will say that, you know, when you do the LBRP, you usually are calling upon the four main archangels, which is Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. There are options later on. Once you learn a little bit more, you will come to find that you do not need to call upon these four archangels. There's even a modified version of this in a I think it was in Protection and Reversal Magic, which is there is a Hecadian banishing ritual, which goes into spirits of the Hecadian mandala of spirits, right? And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's different types of meditations. There are different types of ways to do the same ritual, in a way. So yeah, guys, those are some books that I feel like would really, really help you and would really, really be a great add to your library if you're being serious about getting into the practice. And yeah, with that being said, I really hope that you guys like it, and I really hope you guys meditate, all right? Don't fucking beat yourself up for it, all right? If you're meditating and like random thoughts come into your mind and like you get mad, don't, okay? Because that's meditation. That's actually what meditation is. That will happen to you. So calm your ass down and give yourself time. Stay protected, and I hope this video helped you guys, kind of get more of the concepts of like basic witchcraft, or like what you need to like start. I will make like another video maybe of like tools and stuff that you might want into like incorporate later on in your craft, stuff like that. But I feel like once you get this down, if it really is for you and that you really do have a calling for it, you will stay, you will progress, and you will proceed to do more. And if it's not, then you'll probably get bored and you'll probably drop it, but that's perfectly okay. Witchcraft isn't for everyone, and that's perfectly good. All right, so stay protected, meditate, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.